I am directed to say that government have for some time past been considering the question of adopting a suitable procedure in regard to the action to be taken in the case of allegations against individual government servants in the press and to provide legal and financial assistance to the government servant involved in legal proceedings and have decided that when allegations are made in the press or by individual against a government servant in respect of his conduct in the discharge of his public function, a preliminary confidential inquiry by a senior officer may be ordered by government depending on the nature of the case full stop. If such an inquiry leads to the conclusion that the allegations are based on ignorance, insufficient information, or even malice, it should be further considered whether, having regard to the nature and circumstances of the case, any action in a court of law is necessary to vindicate the conduct of the government servant concerned, for in some cases mere publication of the result of the inquiry may not always carry conviction with the public full stop. If it is decided to have resort to a court of law, it should also be considered whether government should themselves initiate proceedings in a court of law against the party which made the allegations, or whether the government servants should be required to initiate such proceedings. Stop. If, on the other hand, it is considered as a result of the inquiry that there are reasonable grounds to doubt the propriety and correctness of the conduct of the government servant, or if the inquiry is not conclusive, government may entrust the case to the vigilance department for investigation or order a full departmental inquiry under the Punjab Civil Services rules, or require the officer to vindicate his conduct by resorting to a court of law. Full stop. In cases where government decided to initiate criminal proceedings themselves, the provisions of Section 9 of the Criminal Procedure Code should be made use of. Full stop. According to these provisions, the complaint can be filed within 6 months of the date of the alleged offences by the public prosecutor directly in a court of sessions with the previous sanction of the government, and the case will thereafter be pursued by government. Full stop. Where the government decide to institute proceedings, the usual procedure for institution of the civil proceedings may be followed. Full stop.